I'm a 24F who moved into this house 3 months ago. Rent was suspiciously cheap, but my landlord Rick seemed normal. The basement has two sections, one with a washer/dryer that I use, and another larger section behind a door that Rick said was for mechanical stuff and storage that I never need to access. A month ago, I started a new job that has me traveling 3 to 4 days per week. Rick knew about this because I'd mentioned needing someone to water my plants while I was gone. About 4 weeks ago, weird things started happening on the days I was home. My grocery bill went up despite eating the same amount. I'd come back from trips to find dishes I'd left dirty were clean. My electric bill spiked. Sometimes I'd hear what sounded like muffled TV from downstairs, but I figured it was just the old furnace or sounds from next door. Last Tuesday changed everything. I'd just gotten back from a work trip and was on a video call in my living room when I heard a clear voice from below. "Sorry I'm late to the meeting, had some landlord emergencies to handle." I muted my mic and realized the sound was coming from the mechanical room section I'd never been in. I crept down and found the door slightly open. Rick was having a professional Zoom call in pajamas with an air mattress, mini fridge, camping setup, and laptop station. He'd basically built an apartment in the section of basement I never accessed. When he saw me, he had the audacity to hold up a 1-minute finger and finished his call. Turns out Rick's lease ended 4 weeks ago, and instead of renewing or finding a new place, he decided to temporarily move into my basement. He'd been timing everything around my travel schedule, doing laundry, showering, and cooking while I was out of town. On days I was home, he'd sneak up at night or early morning. He was having his mail forwarded to a P.O. box and using my address for work since he technically still managed the property. The most insane part? He kept charging me full rent while secretly living in my house. When I confronted him, he acted like I was being unreasonable. "You're gone half the week anyway, and I've been maintaining everything perfectly." He pointed out that my plants were always watered and nothing had broken since he'd been there. I told him he had 24 hours to leave or I'd call the police. He said that was harsh considering he'd been the perfect invisible roommate and asked if he could use me as a reference since he'd maintained the property so well while living there. He moved out the next day, but not before leaving a note thanking me for sharing the space and asking if we could work out a formal arrangement since we cohabitated so successfully. I'm looking for a new place because every creak now makes me think someone's hiding in my house. The weirdest part is I have to admit everything was maintained perfectly, but that doesn't make it any less insane that my landlord was basically a basement cryptid for a month.